Welcome to Universe Orbit, your gateway to exploring the vast wonders of space, where the mysteries of the cosmos unfold through captivating videos. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a single voyage through the infinite universe. Earth sits in the endless dark like a bright, living bead, a jewel of water and breath suspended in cold, indifferent space. From the vantage of the cosmos, it is unremarkable in size and placement. From the vantage of the living things that call it home, it is everything. This is the planet on which complex chemistry unfolded into cells, cells into ecosystems, and ecosystems into minds that can ask where they came from. Earth is the only known world to host life, and that fact shapes every aspect of how we see ourselves, how we investigate the universe, and how we choose to act in the face of change. To understand Earth as the only known home of life is to tell a story of rare balances, ancient accidents, and relentless processes that together created an environment hospitable to self-replicating chemistry and eventually to consciousness. The story begins with matter and energy. Earth formed from the same cloud of magma and dust that produced the sun, a spinning nebula whose inner regions coalesced into planets. In those earliest days, collisions were common and violent. Molten surfaces and vaporized rock were typical. But within a few 100 million years, as the bombardment eased and the planet cooled, conditions emerged that would prove crucial. Liquid water could exist on the surface, a molten core sustained a magnetic field, and a thin envelope of gases lingered around the globe. The young planet continued to change, shaped by interior heat, tectonic forces, impacts from space, and the chemistry of its surface and atmosphere. Over deep time, these processes combined to create a dynamic, ever-changing home where pockets of chemistry could persist and become progressively more complex. Liquid water deserves a special place in this narrative. Water is a remarkable solvent. It dissolves many substances, moderates temperature, and participates in chemical reactions as an active component rather than a passive medium. On Earth, water is present in oceans, lakes, rivers, glaciers, and even in microscopic films on mineral grains. Those settings provided the arenas for molecules to meet, react, and assemble into more complex structures. Whether life began in warm, bubbling pools on the surface or in the dark, mineral-rich vents on the ocean floor, water enabled a richness of chemical interactions that dry environments simply do not allow. It allowed for the formation of the first polymers, long chains of molecules capable of storing information and catalyzing reactions, and it buffered extremes so fragile nascent systems could survive long enough to replicate and evolve. An atmosphere brimming with chemically active gases was another prerequisite. Early Earth's atmosphere likely contained a mixture of carbon dioxide, nitrogen, water vapor, methane, and hydrogen, among other gases, and it underwent dramatic shifts through time. Volcanic activity continually replenished gases, while the evolving biosphere would later modify the atmosphere in profound ways. The presence of a protective magnetic field, generated by movement within Earth's molten iron core, shielded the surface from the full brunt of the sun's charged particle wind, preventing the atmosphere from being stripped away and preserving conditions amenable to life. The interplay of atmosphere, hydrosphere, lithosphere, and biosphere created a set of feedbacks that stabilized climate over geological timescales, allowing life not merely to arise but to flourish and diversify. Life's early steps were likely humble. Before true cells, there would have been simpler replicating molecules, sequences of chemistry that could copy themselves with occasional mistakes. Those mistakes, mutations in the language of chemistry, are the raw material of evolution. Natural selection favored those molecular systems that were more efficient, more robust, and better able to capture and use energy. Over time, these systems compartmentalized, forming primitive cell-like structures with membranes that separated internal chemistry from the outside world. With membranes came the ability to maintain gradients and harness energy more reliably, a crucial step toward metabolism and more complex life. Photosynthesis is a milestone in the saga. Once some organisms learned to capture sunlight and convert it into chemical energy, the consequences were monumental. Photosynthetic microbes gradually released oxygen as a byproduct, and over hundreds of millions of years, oxygen accumulated in the atmosphere. This event, often called the Great Oxidation Event, transformed the chemical environment, and oxygen is a reactive gas capable of enabling high-yield energy processes, but also of degrading certain organic molecules. It opened new evolutionary pathways, allowing organisms to extract more energy from food, build larger bodies, and explore ecological niches previously inaccessible. Oxygen also led to the formation of an ozone layer, which in turn filtered harmful ultraviolet radiation and permitted life to venture onto land. The colonization of land was no simple jump. It required innovations in reproduction, water retention, structural support, and mechanisms to capture light and nutrients in a new milieu. Plants developed rigid tissues and protective coverings. Fungi formed partnerships with roots to extract minerals, and animals evolved structures for locomotion, gas exchange, and sensory perception. Evolution is not a tidy ladder, but a branching tree. The conquest of land produced an immense diversity of strategies and forms, from tiny mosses to towering trees, from slugs to birds and mammals. Each new innovation expanded the range of habitability and created novel ecosystems with complex food webs and feedbacks. Life became not only a host of individual organisms, but an active participant in shaping the planet's climate and chemistry. Earth's geological activity played an indispensable role in maintaining a life-friendly environment. Plate tectonics, the slow movement of giant slabs of crust, constantly recycles material, generating mountains, opening ocean basins, and driving volcanic activity that replenishes the atmosphere with gases. This recycling also controls long-term climate by balancing carbon between the atmosphere, oceans, and rocks. For example, volcanic carbon dioxide can be removed from the atmosphere through weathering of rocks, transported by rivers to the sea, and eventually locked away in sediments. Over geological timescales, this carbon cycle acts as a thermostat, helping to keep temperatures within a range suitable for liquid water and life. Without such geological moderation, Earth might have swung to extreme climates, becoming either a global snowball or a desiccated greenhouse. The uniqueness of Earth as a life-bearing world is not merely a list of favorable conditions, but the specific combination and timing of those conditions. Many planets might have water, or atmospheres, or internal heat, but the particular convergence here, stable liquid water over billions of years, an atmosphere with oxygen to support complex metabolisms, plate tectonics for long-term climate regulation, and a shield against harmful radiation, is rare, at least as far as we currently know. Life's persistence through events that might have reset the clock many times, giant impacts, massive volcanic eruptions, shifts in climate, speaks to both its resilience and to the particular luck of Earth's circumstances. The planet has been a crucible where contingency and necessity entwine. Random events set the stage and natural laws dictate the choreography. The human species carries a special vantage point within this story. Our cognitive abilities allow us to reflect on Earth's history, to glimpse deep time, and to act in ways that directly modify global processes. We have become agents capable of altering the atmosphere, reshaping landscapes, moving species around the globe, and even launching our artifacts into space. This power brings responsibility. Humanity's technological reach affects the same environmental systems that sustain life for billions of years. Rising concentrations of greenhouse gases are altering climates. Habitat destruction is driving species extinctions, and pollution reshapes local and global chemistry. These changes test the resilience of ecosystems and the adaptability of species, including our own. Recognizing Earth as the only known home of life reframes environmental stewardship as not merely moral but a practical imperative. If life is rare or unique, preserving its conditions becomes a task of planetary significance. Studying Earth informs the search for life elsewhere. When astronomers detect exoplanets orbiting distant stars, they look for features that might indicate habitability. The presence of liquid water, suitable temperatures, an atmosphere with particular gases, and orbital stability. The lessons Earth teaches: the importance of water, protective magnetic fields, stable climates through geological cycling, and the role of photosynthesis in modifying atmospheres guide these searches. At the same time, we must remain humble. Life elsewhere, if it exists, might be very different from Earth's life. It might rely on solvents other than water, use fundamentally different biochemistry, or thrive under conditions we would find hostile. Nevertheless, our planet remains the reference point, the single data point where life is confirmed, and its study is essential for formulating hypotheses on alien biospheres. The fossil record is a time machine on pages of stone. It records the succession of life forms and the grand experiments of evolution, from enigmatic microbes to the spectacular radiations of multicellular animals. Mass extinctions, moments when a large fraction of species vanished in a geologic heartbeat, punctuate that record. These extinctions, whether triggered by asteroid impacts, volcanic episodes, or runaway climate change, reshape the trajectory of life by removing dominant groups and creating opportunities for others to diversify. The eventual emergence of mammals after the demise of the non-avian dinosaurs is a prime example of how catastrophe and recovery can alter the course of evolution. Such patterns emphasize both the fragility and the tenacity of life. Many forms are vulnerable to rapid change, but life as a whole finds pathways to adapt and re-emerge in altered guises. Biodiversity, the variety of life, is a key measure of Earth's vitality. It encompasses genetic differences within species, the range of species in ecosystems, and the variety of ecosystems across the planet. High biodiversity confers resilience. Diverse systems often withstand disturbance better because multiple species fulfill similar ecological roles and can compensate when one falters. Humans depend on biodiversity for ecosystem services that include food production, pollination, nutrient cycling, water purification, and even cultural and aesthetic values. The loss of species threatens these services and undermines the systems that support human societies. The recognition of Earth as the only known home of life thus binds human well-being to the broader web of life. What we do to ecosystems ultimately affects our own survival and quality of life. Climate has been an architect of evolutionary change. Shifts in temperature, precipitation patterns, continental positions, and ocean circulation have created new environments and closed off others. Ice ages periodically advanced and retreated, confining life to refuges where species evolved in isolation and later expanded, producing diversity through geographic splitting. Warmer epochs expanded tropical zones and allowed different biogeographic patterns. The coupling of climate and life produced feedbacks that sometimes amplified trends and sometimes damped them. For instance, the spread of forests can sequester carbon and cool the atmosphere, while the loss of ice exposes darker surfaces that absorb more heat. Life does not passively endure climate change. It actively participates in shaping the climate through carbon uptake, albedo change, and other mechanisms. The role of microorganisms is central and often underappreciated. Microbes were the architects of Earth's early biosphere and remain its dominant drivers. They mineralize nutrients, fix atmospheric gases like nitrogen, decompose organic matter, and form symbioses with plants and animals. Microbial mats and biofilms colonize nearly every habitat, from hot springs to deep subsurface rocks. In many ways, the surface is a microbial world on which larger multicellular organisms are guests. Moreover, microbes are masters of metabolic innovation. They exploit chemical energy from sources ranging from sunlight to hydrogen sulfide, from iron oxidation to methane consumption. Studying microbial processes reveals how life can persist under extreme conditions and points to the kinds of biosignatures we might seek on other worlds. Life's interdependence with geology and chemistry extends deep underground. The subsurface biosphere, spanning kilometers into Earth's crust, harbors organisms that survive on energy extracted from rock-water interactions, far from sunlight. These communities draw on chemical gradients and the slow but steady supply of energy from radioactive decay and serpentinization reactions. Their existence expands the range of habitable environments. and suggests that life might persist in subsurface niches on planets and moons where surface conditions are harsh. The interplay between surface and subsurface life also affects global cycles. Subsurface microbes can influence methane and sulfate chemistry, which in turn affects ocean chemistry and atmospheric composition. Humanity's impact on the planet has led some scientists to propose that Earth has entered a new geological epoch, the Anthropocene. Whether this term will be formally adopted or what precise boundaries it will have is debated. What is clear is that human activities, from industrial emissions and agriculture to deforestation and urbanization, are altering Earth's systems at an unprecedented pace and scale. The atmospheric concentration of carbon dioxide has climbed rapidly, ocean acidity is increasing as oceans absorb CO2, and landscapes are being transformed to feed a growing population. These changes are not mere local perturbations. They cascade across ecological and climatic systems, altering the conditions under which life evolved. Recognizing our role in these transformations raises ethical and practical questions about stewardship, equity, and the long-term trajectory of both human societies and the biosphere. Conservation and restoration are practical responses to recognizing Earth as the only known home of life. Conservation seeks to preserve the existing integrity of ecosystems and species, while restoration attempts to repair damage and reestablish lost functions. Both strategies require an understanding of ecological dynamics, the drivers of degradation, and the social context in which people live and depend on natural resources. Protecting habitats, from coral reefs to tropical forests to grasslands, is more than protecting scenic beauty. It is safeguarding evolutionary heritage and the mechanisms that sustain life-supporting processes. Effective conservation integrates scientific knowledge with respect for human communities and their livelihoods, recognizing that people are part of ecosystems and that sustainable solutions must balance ecological and socio-economic needs. The search for extraterrestrial life now draws upon decades of planetary exploration and astronomical observation. Robotic missions to Mars, icy moons like Europa and Enceladus, and studies of exoplanet atmospheres aim to detect signs that the chemistry necessary for life exists beyond Earth. These missions are guided by what we know about how life originated and persisted here. Finding even microbial life elsewhere would rewrite humanity's understanding of biology, indicating that life may be common given the right conditions. Failing to find such life would sharpen the sense that Earth might be extraordinarily rare, perhaps a unique blue oasis in a vast, sterile expanse. Both outcomes have profound philosophical and scientific implications. They inform our view of chance and inevitability in natural history and shape how we prioritize the exploration and protection of planetary environments. Technological advances are transforming our capacity to study Earth and its life. Satellite remote sensing provides global perspectives on vegetation cover, ocean productivity, atmospheric composition, and climate variables, while genomics reveals the deeply hidden connections among species and the vast, unexplored diversity of microbial life. Computer models integrate data across scales to simulate climate, ecological dynamics, and the impacts of human activities, informing policy and management decisions. Together, these tools allow us to monitor the health of the planet, predict trends, and evaluate interventions. Yet technology is a double-edged sword. It also enables more intensive resource extraction and environmental alteration. How societies choose to deploy technological power will significantly affect whether Earth remains a thriving home for life. Cultural and philosophical reflections on Earth's uniqueness enrich the scientific picture. Across human cultures, stories, myths, and philosophies have revered the planet as a source of sustenance and a home to spirits, or gods. In modern times, the image of Earth taken by astronauts, the pale blue dot suspended in blackness, has become an icon of fragility and unity. Such images have inspired environmental movements and fostered a planetary ethic that emphasizes shared responsibility. Recognizing that Earth is the only known home of life invites humility and encourages cooperation beyond national borders. It reframes questions of resource use and development in terms of stewardship rather than dominance. and it reminds us that the future of life depends on choices made today. Education and public engagement are crucial to sustaining the conditions that enabled life's long history. A scientifically literate public is better equipped to understand environmental challenges, support evidence-based policies, and participate in solutions. Storytelling, art, and immersive experiences can translate complex scientific concepts into accessible narratives that inspire action. Citizen science projects bring people into the process of monitoring biodiversity and climate, fostering a sense of connection and empowerment. When people recognize the intricate web of interactions that sustains life, they are more likely to care and to act in ways that support long-term planetary health. Hope and pragmatism must go hand in hand. The historical record shows that life on Earth has endured massive upheavals, adapting and diversifying in the aftermath. At the same time, human-driven changes are occurring faster than many natural recovery processes and are compounded by the scale of human populations and economies. There are reasons for optimism. Renewable energy technologies are becoming more efficient and affordable. Conservation strategies can protect and restore critical habitats. And international cooperation has led to successful protections for some species and regions. Yet optimism must be tempered by realism about the scope of the challenges and the need for sustained, coordinated action. Protecting Earth as the only known home of life will require rethinking economic incentives, investing in resilient infrastructure, and mobilizing social and political will at local and global scales. In contemplating Earth's singular status, we confront deep questions about meaning, responsibility, and fate. If life is exceedingly rare, its very existence becomes precious and worthy of deliberate preservation. If life is common, Earth remains a crucial trove of unique evolutionary history and a benchmark for understanding the diversity of life in the cosmos. Either way, our ethical stance toward the planet and its myriad inhabitants matters. The moment calls for stewardship informed by science, guided by compassion, and enacted with urgency. We are custodians of a living world whose complexity and beauty defy simple description. To live well in that world and to secure a future for life, we must act not as conquerors but as careful gardeners of the only home we know. Earth's story is ongoing. Geological and biological chapters continue to unfold, shaped now by both natural processes and the conspicuous influence of a single species. The future will be determined by interactions among climate, biodiversity, technology, culture, and policy. Will humanity rise to the task of maintaining the conditions that support life? Can we foster resilient societies that coexist harmoniously with the planet's ecosystems? These questions demand not only scientific insight, but moral imagination. Recognizing Earth as the only known home of life invites a profound mix of curiosity and care. Curiosity to learn more about the extraordinary processes that made life possible here, and care to protect the delicate balances that sustain it. In that dual commitment lies the path forward, where knowledge and stewardship combine to honor the singular miracle of a living planet. Earth's uniqueness is further illuminated when we consider the delicate balances that allow its environments to remain stable enough for life to evolve complexity. Many of these balances arise from interactions between living organisms and the physical systems around them. For example, plants and algae draw carbon dioxide from the atmosphere while releasing oxygen, helping regulate greenhouse effects and sustaining aerobic life. Oceans absorb, store, and transport heat, while also dissolving gases and cycling nutrients through currents and upwelling events. Forests anchor soil, influence rainfall patterns, and serve as massive carbon reservoirs. Even seemingly small organisms, such as plankton, shape climate patterns by producing compounds that seed cloud formation. All of these biological contributions knit together into a planetary-scale regulatory framework, sometimes referred to as Earth's self-maintaining tendencies. Life does not merely inhabit Earth. Life transforms and stabilizes Earth in profound ways. The persistence of habitable conditions over billions of years is especially remarkable, given the natural variability of the sun. Young stars tend to be more volatile, emitting stronger ultraviolet radiation and solar winds. Over time, stars gradually brighten. If Earth had been significantly closer to or farther from the sun, or if its atmosphere had differed in composition, liquid water might not have endured. Observations suggest that Earth maintained temperatures compatible with life, even when the early sun emitted significantly less energy than it does today. A puzzle often called the faint young sun paradox. The resolution involves atmospheric composition, volcanic activity, ocean chemistry, and greenhouse gases that trapped enough heat to prevent global freezing. This interplay between physical law and planetary processes illustrates how narrow the window can be for sustaining life for billions of years. Earth's orbital characteristics contribute further stability. The tilt of its axis creates seasons, but remains relatively stable, thanks to the gravitational influence of the moon, which helps regulate climate over long periods. Without the moon, Earth's axial tilt could wobble chaotically, leading to extreme climatic swings that might hinder the long-term evolution of life. The presence of a large natural satellite is unusual among rocky planets and may be another factor contributing to Earth's unique fortune. The moon also influences ocean tides, stirring coastal ecosystems and providing environmental gradients that may have helped early organisms transition from sea to land. Tidal pools, with their cycles of flooding and drying, could have created laboratories of chemical concentration long before complex life emerged. The oceans, covering more than 70% of Earth's surface, are reservoirs not only of water, but of evolutionary memory. Life likely began in marine environments, and oceans remain home to the greatest diversity of life forms, from microscopic plankton to the largest animals ever known. Ocean circulation distributes heat across the globe, moderating climate and creating diverse habitats such as coral reefs, kelp forests, abyssal plains, and polar seas. Each of these environments hosts distinctive communities shaped by light availability, pressure, temperature, and the chemical composition of the water. Hydrothermal vent ecosystems, for example, thrive without sunlight, relying on chemical energy from deep Earth. These communities reveal that life does not require sunlight everywhere. It only requires a sustainable source of energy, suitable chemistry, and a stable environment. The land surface, though smaller in area than the oceans, is equally rich in diversity, from deserts to rainforests, from tundra to grasslands. Terrestrial ecosystems embody the creative power of evolution. Plants anchor food webs by capturing solar energy and transforming it into forms accessible to herbivores, which in turn support carnivores and decomposers. Soil, a complex mixture of organic matter, minerals, water, and microbes, is one of Earth's most intricate systems. It recycles nutrients, stores carbon, and supports plant life. Human societies depend on soil fertility for agriculture, making its preservation critical for food security. The interdependence of soil, water, climate, and life exemplifies how Earth's systems function as interconnected layers rather than isolated components. Freshwater environments, rivers, lakes, wetlands, and underground aquifers are among the most fragile. They contain only a tiny fraction of Earth's water, but support a disproportionate amount of biodiversity. Rivers transport nutrients and sediments from land to oceans, shape landscapes through erosion and deposition, and provide habitats for countless species. Wetlands filter pollutants, store floodwaters, and serve as nurseries for fish and migratory birds. Lakes act as climate buffers and host unique evolutionary lineages adapted to isolated conditions. Freshwater systems are also deeply intertwined with human civilizations, supplying drinking water, irrigation, transportation, and cultural identity. Maintaining the health of these systems is essential not only for ecosystems, but for human well-being. As we examine Earth's history, the role of chance becomes increasingly evident. The asteroid impact 66 million years ago that ended the reign of non-avian dinosaurs is a prime example. Without that impact, mammals, and eventually humans, might not have risen to ecological prominence. Earlier mass extinctions similarly paved the way for new evolutionary experiments. After the Permian-Triassic extinction wiped out most marine and terrestrial species, ecosystems were reshaped in fundamentally new ways. Catastrophe and creativity have always been intertwined, and Earth's living systems have repeatedly demonstrated an extraordinary ability to adapt to new conditions given enough time. Yet the current pace of change, driven by human activity, compresses geological timescales into human lifetimes. challenging the adaptive capacity of many species. Technology has amplified humanity's ability to observe, understand, and modify the planet. The same tools that allow us to detect atmospheric changes and monitor ocean temperatures also enable vast industrial operations, energy extraction, and global trade. Our species has become a force comparable to volcanic eruptions or climatic cycles in shaping Earth's future, not because of inherent supremacy, but because of technological acceleration and scale. The challenge is to align this technological capability with long-term stability and the flourishing of life. Sustainable energy sources, efficient agriculture, circular economies, and ecosystem restoration are not mere ideals. They are pragmatic necessities for maintaining the living fabric of the only world we know. Human culture, with its diversity of languages, traditions, and values, has evolved in tandem with Earth's landscapes and climates. Civilizations rose along rivers, expanded across fertile plains, navigated across seas, and settled in mountainous plateaus. The rhythms of seasons shaped agriculture and festivals, while the behavior of animals inspired art, myth, and science. Our connection to Earth is not solely material, it is emotional and symbolic. Landscapes evoke memories, belonging, and identity. The experience of nature can heal, inspire, and teach. Recognizing Earth as a singular oasis in the universe deepens these connections and underscores the importance of preserving both natural and cultural heritage. The unfolding climate crisis underscores the fragility of Earth's equilibrium. Rising global temperatures are altering precipitation patterns, intensifying storms, melting glaciers, and raising sea levels. These changes ripple through ecosystems, disrupting species interactions, migration patterns, and seasonal cycles. Coral reefs bleach under thermal stress, forests succumb to pests and drought, and polar species face shrinking habitats. Such changes pose risks not only to wildlife, but to human communities through reduced agricultural productivity, increased natural disasters, and pressures on water resources. The magnitude of these challenges calls for global cooperation, innovation, and resilience, traits that humanity is capable of when motivated by shared purpose. A deeper understanding of Earth's climate past can offer perspective. The planet has experienced ice ages, warm periods, and transitions between them, all leaving imprints in sediments, ice cores, and fossils. These records reveal how life adapted or perished under changing conditions, providing lessons on thresholds that should not be crossed. They also highlight the stabilizing feedbacks, such as carbon sequestration by forests or changes in ocean circulation, that can maintain habitability. However, the rapidity of today's changes surpasses many natural precedents, emphasizing the responsibility to mitigate impacts and secure a stable future for generations to come. Beyond science and policy, there is a profound philosophical dimension to seeing Earth as the only known cradle of life. The awareness that our planet is finite and vulnerable invites reflection on our place in the cosmos. We are part of a lineage spanning billions of years, shaped by cosmic events, geological transformations, and evolutionary innovations. Every living organism today is the result of an unbroken chain of survival stretching back to the first replicating molecules. This realization fosters humility and gratitude. It invites us to adopt a long-term perspective, transcending short-term interests, and recognizing that our actions participate in shaping the next chapters of Earth's story. The arts have always responded to this sense of wonder. Writers, painters, musicians, and filmmakers interpret Earth's beauty and fragility in ways that science alone cannot. These creative expressions communicate the emotional dimensions of planetary stewardship, reaching audiences who may not engage directly with data or scientific discourse. When people feel connected to the world, when they experience awe in the face of mountains, oceans, forests, and skies, they are more likely to act to protect them. The integration of science with art, ethics, and culture forms a holistic framework for understanding Earth not just as a physical system, but as a shared home with intrinsic value. Future possibilities depend on choices made today. Technological innovation could reduce pressures on ecosystems, support renewable energy transitions, and enable more efficient use of resources. Social systems can evolve toward fairness, cooperation, and sustainability. Education can cultivate a sense of planetary citizenship. Yet these possibilities require vision and commitment. They require to acknowledge the urgency of ecological crises and to foster collaboration across nations and disciplines. No single community or country can safeguard the planet alone. The task is global and intergenerational. Earth's continued ability to host life rests on a balance between natural resilience and human responsibility. For billions of years, the planet nurtured life through cycles of creation and transformation. Now, humanity has become a major actor in those cycles. Whether we enhance or diminish Earth's capacity to support life will determine the legacy of our species. Understanding Earth as the only known home of life makes clear that the stakes are planetary. Even as we search the stars for other inhabited worlds, we must care for the vibrant oasis beneath our feet. Seen from space, Earth is small, fragile, and radiant. Its swirling clouds, blue oceans, and green continents stand in sharp contrast to the blackness that surrounds it. Every person who has traveled into space describes a profound shift upon seeing this view. Borders disappear, conflicts seem trivial. What remains is a sense of shared belonging among one species, one planet, one home. This perspective is not merely poetic, it is a blueprint for survival. Recognizing our shared fate encourages cooperation, empathy, and responsibility. The story of Earth as the only known home of life is ultimately a story of interconnection. It is the story of physics giving rise to chemistry, chemistry giving rise to biology, and biology shaping the planet in return. It is a story of chance and necessity, of catastrophe and renewal, of adaptation and innovation. And now it is the story of a species capable of contemplating its origins and influencing its destiny. Whether that destiny is one of harmony or harm is still unwritten. In the end, Earth is not just the stage for life. It is a living participant in the drama. Its air becomes our breath. Its water becomes our blood. Its minerals become our bones. Life and planet are inseparable. To honor that truth is to embrace an ethic of care, curiosity, and stewardship. The future of life, the only life known in the universe, depends on how we choose to live within this delicate, astonishing, and irreplaceable world. Earth's story continues to unfold through the dynamic processes that shape its surface and interior. Beneath our feet, the planet is alive with motion. Tectonic plates drift slowly atop the semi-fluid mantle, colliding, pulling apart, and sliding past each other. These movements build mountains, trigger earthquakes, and create new seafloor. They recycle carbon and minerals from the crust back into the deep earth, maintaining chemical balances that influence atmospheric composition. Without plate tectonics, carbon dioxide could accumulate uncontrollably or become locked away permanently, disrupting the greenhouse effect that moderates global temperatures. Volcanic eruptions, though destructive on human timescales, release heat and gases from Earth's interior, contributing nutrients that enrich soils and oceans. This geological vitality distinguishes Earth from many other worlds, including Venus and Mars, whose crusts do not show the same global pattern of shifting plates. Volcanoes serve as reminders of the planet's internal heat, a relic of primordial formation and ongoing radioactive decay. Their emissions have both immediate and long-term impacts on climate. Explosive eruptions can inject dust and sulfur into the stratosphere, reflecting sunlight and causing temporary cooling. Over geological timescales, volcanic outgassing played a central role in creating Earth's early atmosphere and hydrosphere. Many of the gases crucial for life, water vapor, carbon dioxide, nitrogen, were expelled from deep within the planet. Thus, life owes its origins not only to sunlight and oceans, but also to fires within Earth itself. This deep time perspective highlights the intricate relationship between internal and surface processes. As life diversified, feedbacks between organisms and geology intensified. Microbes accelerated weathering of rocks by producing acids and interacting with minerals, drawing carbon dioxide from the atmosphere and depositing it as carbonate rocks. Plants with root systems transform soils, enhancing chemical cycling and anchoring landscapes against erosion. Coral reefs built limestone structures on continental shelves, forming complex habitats that influence local currents and sedimentation. Over millions of years, these biological contributions altered coastlines, shaped mountainsides, and built layered archives of past environments. The planet's surface is therefore a palimpsest, a layered record written by both geological forces and living creatures. The atmosphere, too, evolved in step with biology. Earth's air is not a static envelope, but a dynamic mixture shaped by respiration, photosynthesis, volcanic outgassing, and chemical reactions triggered by sunlight. Oxygen, which makes up about 21% of the atmosphere, was almost absent during the planet's early history. Its rise transformed the world, enabling the evolution of complex life, but also triggering one of the first mass extinctions by poisoning anaerobic organisms. The protective ozone layer formed from oxygen shields the surface from harmful ultraviolet radiation, allowing life to thrive on land. The balance of nitrogen, carbon dioxide, and trace gases supports climate stability. This delicate composition did not arise by chance. It emerged from billions of years of interaction between life and the environment. Understanding these interconnections sheds light on why Earth remains the only known home of life. Although astronomers have identified thousands of exoplanets, few are confirmed to have Earth-like conditions, and even fewer offer environments stable enough for billions of years. Factors such as stellar irradiation, planetary mass, magnetic fields, atmospheric composition, and geological activity must align precisely to create and sustain habitability. Earth's success reflects a combination of favorable conditions and the fortunate evolution of regulatory mechanisms that buffer against extreme change. This combination may be rare, making Earth a cosmic exception in a universe filled with worlds that are fascinating, yet seemingly barren. As we investigate other planets and moons in the solar system, their stark differences from Earth deepen our appreciation of our home world. Mars, once thought to be Earth's sibling, lost most of its atmosphere and surface water, leaving a cold, dry landscape. Venus, similar in size and mass to Earth, underwent runaway greenhouse effects that transformed it into a furnace. The outer moons, Europa, Enceladus, Titan, hold promise for subsurface oceans or organic chemistry, but they are far from the surface stability and warmth that life enjoys on Earth. These comparisons help scientists refine theories about habitability, but they also underscore how exceptional Earth's combination of factors truly is. The story of life on Earth is also a story of cooperation and competition at molecular, cellular, and ecological scales. Microbes form symbiotic partnerships that influence everything from nutrient cycles to animal digestion. Plants and fungi collaborate through underground networks, exchanging resources and information. Predator-prey dynamics shape population sizes and evolutionary adaptations. Ecosystems resemble intricate tapestries in which each thread contributes to the stability of the whole. When one species disappears or becomes too dominant, the fabric can weaken or unravel. Biodiversity acts as insurance against disruption by providing multiple pathways for ecosystem functioning. This redundancy and variety allow life to recover from shocks and adapt to new challenges. Human activity, however, poses unprecedented pressures on planetary systems. Industrialization, pollution, deforestation, and overfishing disrupt the equilibrium that sustained life for millions of years. Plastics infiltrate oceans, chemicals accumulate in food webs, and land use change fragments habitats. Species extinction rates far exceed natural background levels. While Earth remains resilient, there are limits to how quickly ecosystems can reconfigure in response to rapid changes. Recognizing these limits is essential for developing strategies to live within the planet's ecological boundaries. One of the promising developments in recent decades is the rise of ecological restoration and conservation biology. Scientists and communities worldwide are replanting forests, restoring wetlands, protecting coral reefs, and reintroducing species to areas where they were previously wiped out. These efforts show that recovery is possible when action is timely and coordinated. The Earth has remarkable regenerative capacities, but they require space, time, and respect. Understanding our role as stewards means acknowledging that humans can harm, but also heal. The choice lies in how we shape our relationship with nature moving forward. Human innovation also provides tools that can help protect Earth. Advances in renewable energy reduce dependence on fossil fuels and lower greenhouse gas emissions. Clean technologies in agriculture, industry, and transportation aim to minimize waste and pollution. Satellite monitoring allows us to track deforestation, ocean temperatures, and atmospheric conditions in real time, offering insights into environmental changes and enabling targeted responses. While technology alone cannot solve ecological problems, it can complement cultural and behavioral shifts towards sustainability. Education and communication are crucial components of planetary stewardship. When people understand how Earth systems work, how water cycles operate, how climate regulates temperatures, how biodiversity supports economies and health, they are better equipped to make informed decisions. Storytelling, documentaries, museum exhibits, and outdoor experiences help translate scientific knowledge into personal meaning. Empowering younger generations with awareness and curiosity fosters a culture that values the planet not only for its resources, but for its intrinsic wonder. At the same time, global cooperation is essential. Environmental challenges cross borders. Atmospheric carbon spreads globally. Ocean acidification affects marine life regardless of national jurisdiction, and migratory species depend on multiple countries for survival. Treaties, international research collaborations, and cross-border conservation initiatives reflect humanity's recognition that the fate of Earth is a collective responsibility. Working together allows nations to share technology, expertise, and resources, creating solutions that no single country could achieve alone. Looking ahead, the question of how humanity will shape Earth's future remains open. Will societies transition to sustainable practices before critical thresholds are crossed? Will ecosystems recover and continue to support complex webs of life? Will technological advancements align with ecological stability? The answers depend on decisions made today and in the decades to come. Earth's story is ongoing, and humanity is now one of its primary authors. Despite uncertainties, Earth continues to offer beauty and resilience. Forests regrow after fires, coral reefs can recover under reduced stress, and wildlife returns to habitats when given protection. These examples show that hope is not naive. It is grounded in the planet's demonstrated capacity for renewal. The key is ensuring that human actions create conditions in which this renewal is possible. Ultimately, Earth's status as the only known home of life is a reminder of rarity and responsibility. The planet's deep oceans, vibrant forests, shifting continents, and evolving atmosphere form a sanctuary unlike any other. Life here is not an inevitable outcome of cosmic processes, but a precious and fragile phenomenon shaped by countless coincidental alignments. To understand Earth is to appreciate its singularity in the known universe. To care for Earth is to honor the ancient chain of life that connects all organisms across time. As we reflect on Earth's uniqueness, we also look outward, imagining futures in which humanity explores distant worlds. Space missions probe Mars for signs of ancient water, send landers to icy moons, and deploy telescopes capable of detecting the chemical fingerprints of life in alien atmospheres. These explorations expand our understanding of what is possible and inspire awe at the scale of the universe. Yet even as we dream of other worlds, Earth remains the only world that sustains us today. Every discovery made elsewhere helps us understand our home more deeply, reaffirming its value. In contemplating Earth's role in the cosmos, we are reminded of the delicate interplay between vulnerability and resilience. The planet has endured asteroid impacts, volcanic winters, shifting continents, and ice ages, yet life persisted. This endurance offers lessons in adaptability and perspective. While Earth can recover from immense shocks over geological timescales, humanity must act within much shorter windows. Ensuring a livable planet for future generations requires foresight, cooperation, and a deep appreciation of the interconnected systems that sustain life. Earth's singular ability to host life makes it a beacon of possibility in a vast universe. It stands as a testament to the extraordinary outcomes that can arise when physical, chemical, and biological processes intersect in just the right ways. Whether life exists elsewhere remains unknown, but here on Earth, life flourishes in astonishing variety. The responsibility to protect this diversity and the planet that nurtures it lies with us. As humanity continues to expand its knowledge of the cosmos, Earth's identity as the only known world with life becomes an even more profound scientific and philosophical anchor. Every probe sent to Mars, every rover crawling across alien dust, every telescope tuned to distant star systems, and every spacecraft journeying past the outer planets reinforces the extraordinary rarity of what Earth has become. Even worlds that show hints of potential habitability, such as Europa with its subsurface ocean, or Titan with its complex organic molecules, remain silent, cold, and lifeless as far as we can tell. Their chemical inventories may be promising, but they lack the intricate biological networks, the self-sustaining cycles, and the dynamic ecosystems that flourish across Earth's continents and seas. The more we search, the more it becomes clear that life requires not just the right ingredients, but the right orchestration, the precise alignment of conditions maintained over billions of years. That long and fragile continuity may be one of the most exceptional cosmic features Earth possesses. When considering Earth's position in the universe, we encounter concepts like the cosmic perspective, which remind us that our planet occupies an almost unimaginably small corner of an endless expanse. Yet despite its modest size, Earth carries something that appears incredibly rare: the ability to reflect on its own existence. Life here has evolved to the point where a species can contemplate origins, study the cosmos, build telescopes that peer into ancient galaxies, and design machines that land on distant moons. This intellectual capability is not separate from Earth's story. It is one of its natural expressions. The planet did not just create forests and oceans, it also created curiosity, creativity, and the drive to explore. Much of what makes Earth special is its complexity at every scale. On a microscopic level, cells coordinate millions of biochemical reactions every second, forming tissues, organs, and entire organisms. On ecological scales, species interact in adaptive webs, responding to climate, resource availability, and evolutionary pressures. The biosphere itself is a thin living membrane only a few kilometers thick, yet within it, millions of species find a place to thrive. On planetary scales, Earth cycles water, carbon, and nutrients with extraordinary precision, maintaining long-term stability while allowing short-term fluctuations that drive adaptation and evolution. This multi-layered complexity creates resilience, allowing life to continue despite impacts, volcanic eruptions, ice ages, and atmospheric shifts. Earth's relationship with energy is another critical aspect of its uniqueness. Nearly all energy that flows through the biosphere originates from the sun, converted into usable chemical energy by photosynthesis. This ancient process, developed billions of years ago, not only fuels ecosystems, but also shapes the atmosphere, producing the oxygen that eventually enabled complex life to evolve. Earth's ability to harness solar energy through living organisms is a defining characteristic of its identity as a life-bearing planet. The interplay between sunlight, photosynthesis, and atmospheric chemistry is a delicate mechanism that few planets, if any, have replicated. Another remarkable Earth feature is the way it balances change and stability. Climate shifts over geological time, but those changes rarely exceed the limits required for life to survive. Tectonic plates rearrange continents, yet also recycle nutrients and help regulate carbon dioxide. The magnetic field fluctuates, reverses, strengthens, and weakens, but it always provides enough shielding to protect the surface from deadly radiation. Oceans fluctuate in temperature and chemistry, but they seldom reach levels incompatible with marine life for extended periods. This balance between dynamism and consistency is rare among planets and essential for maintaining long-term habitability. When scientists imagine what a dead Earth would look like, they often point to worlds like Venus or Mars. Venus demonstrates the consequences of runaway greenhouse heating, where conditions spiral beyond the point of recovery. Mars shows what happens when a small planet cools, loses its magnetic field, and allows its atmosphere to escape into space. Earth sits between these extremes, a planetary sweet spot kept alive by a combination of gravity, chemistry, geography, and rotational dynamics. This central position is not just a matter of distance from the sun, but of sustained geological and atmospheric processes that reinforce habitability. One of the most fascinating aspects of Earth is that it is not only a physical environment, but also a cultural one. Human civilizations have shaped landscapes, created cities, cultivated crops, altered coastlines, and developed technologies that impact global systems. This new phase of planetary evolution is sometimes called the Anthropocene, a period in which human activity has become a geological force. Human influence extends from carbon concentrations in the atmosphere to microplastics in the deepest ocean trenches. Yet the same species shaping the planet has also developed the scientific understanding necessary to recognize these impacts and seek solutions. The ability to reflect on our relationship with Earth and adjust our behavior accordingly may become one of the most important markers of life's maturity on this planet. Earth's future is not guaranteed, but it is filled with potential. The next centuries will depend on decisions made by humanity, the species with the greatest capacity to either protect or undermine the planet's stability. Advances in renewable energy, climate science, conservation, ecosystem restoration, and sustainable agriculture offer pathways toward a more balanced relationship with Earth's natural systems. Technologies like satellite monitoring, environmental sensors, and predictive models allow us to observe global trends with increasing precision, giving us the tools to act before small shifts amplify into irreversible changes. The question is whether humanity will use this knowledge in time. Despite the challenges Earth faces, life remains extraordinarily resilient. Coral reefs may bleach under warming seas, yet many species show the ability to recover if conditions stabilize. Forests may shrink under pressure from deforestation and climate change, yet reforestation and regenerative farming can restore vast landscapes. Wildlife populations may decline, yet conservation efforts have brought many species back from the brink of extinction. Even Earth's climate system can recover if greenhouse gas levels eventually stabilize or decline. The planet's natural feedback loops favor balance, and with the right human actions, those loops can regain strength. Looking further ahead, Earth's long-term future spans millions and even billions of years. Over immense timescales, the sun will gradually brighten, altering the climate and eventually rendering the planet uninhabitable. But that transformation lies far in the future, long beyond the lifespan of current species, civilizations, or perhaps even humanity itself. In the near future, Earth remains a vibrant, dynamic, and supportive home for life. Understanding its long-term trajectory helps reinforce the importance of treating the present with care, because the choices made now will shape conditions for countless future generations. Earth's role in the universe is more than physical, it is symbolic. For now, it is the only known stage on which life exists and awareness blossoms. It is the only planet where seas sparkle under the sun, where forests breathe, where animals roam in stunning diversity, and where minds rise to contemplate the cosmos. This makes Earth not just a home, but a treasure, a cradle of life in an otherwise silent vastness. When astronauts look back at the pale blue dot suspended in the darkness, they often describe a sense of unity, fragility, and awe. The entire human story, every civilization, every discovery, every triumph, and every struggle has unfolded on this tiny world. That perspective changes how many people see themselves in the planet that hosts them. In the centuries to come, humanity may colonize other worlds, sending settlements to Mars, building habitats on the moon, or creating artificial ecosystems in space. Yet even if that future becomes reality, Earth will remain the original birthplace of life, the wellspring of all biological and cultural heritage. Other worlds may offer survival or expansion, but Earth offers identity and origin. Every attempt to create a new habitable environment will reflect lessons learned from this planet, from its cycles, from its ecosystems, and from its astonishing capacity to sustain life in all its forms. For now, Earth stands unique. The continued search for life beyond our solar system may someday reveal another inhabited world, perhaps orbiting a distant star in an unfamiliar galaxy. If such a discovery occurs, it will transform our understanding of biology, evolution, and the universe itself. But even then, Earth will remain the first known home of life, the place that taught us what life is and how it can thrive. Until that moment arrives, Earth is not only the only known home of life, but also the guidepost for what habitability means anywhere in the universe. As we deepen our understanding of Earth, we also deepen our appreciation of life's extraordinary journey. Every organism alive today is the product of billions of years of evolution, adaptation, and survival. Every tree that stands in a forest, every fish that swims through the ocean, every bird that flies across the sky, and every human being walking across a city street shares a common ancestry rooted in ancient oceans and microbial beginnings. Earth nurtured this long lineage, shaping life through storms, ice ages, volcanic winters, and cosmic impacts. It has been a dynamic teacher, testing life, challenging it, and allowing it to grow into ever more complex forms. This journey is not finished. Life on Earth continues to evolve, just as the planet continues to change. New species appear, others vanish, climates shift, and ecosystems transform. Earth remains a world of movement and adaptation, a living planet in every sense. Its story is not static, but unfolding, written by countless interactions between geology, climate, biology, and consciousness. Humanity is now part of that unfolding story, responsible for decisions that will influence the planet's path for centuries to come. Earth's uniqueness does not diminish the vastness of the cosmos. Instead, it highlights the extraordinary nature of what exists here. In a universe of hundreds of billions of galaxies, each containing hundreds of billions of stars, Earth stands as a sanctuary of life, a testament to nature's creativity, and a beacon of possibility. It is a world where matter learned to feel, to think, to question, and to dream. The story of Earth is ultimately the story of life discovering itself. And as long as life continues to flourish here, Earth remains what it has been for billions of years. The only known home of life, a planet unlike any other we have yet found, a jewel of blue and green suspended in a cosmic sea.